Hello and welcome to Buddhistdoor Global's weekly news review. I'm Dr. Justin Whitaker, Senior Correspondent for BDG. In this week's news, from France, an update on the health of Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh. The monastic community of Plum Village in southern France last Friday provided an update on the health and circumstances of the revered Zen Buddhist monk, teacher, and author Thich Nhat Hanh, known affectionately to his followers as Thai, who now resides in Vietnam and is approaching his 94th birthday. In part, the report stated that his health is variable, but it has been notably weaker of late, and he has lost his appetite. Thich Nhat Hanh returned to his homeland in October of 2018 from Thailand, where he had been resting since December 2016 after a severe stroke in 2014. The celebrated Zen master said in a letter to his disciples at the time that he had decided to live out the remainder of his life at his root monastery, where he was ordained as a novice monk at the age of 16. In Hawaii, Buddhists took up the lead in a bell ringing for the International Day of Peace. Buddhists from the Honpa Hawangji Mission of Hawaii led a virtual global bell ringing on September 21st in celebration of Peace Day, a state holiday in Hawaii that coincides each year with the United Nations International Day of Peace. Described as the first ever international Ringing Your Bell for Peace event, the occasion was live streamed on the KTUH Honolulu Facebook page. The broadcast, coordinated through Zoom, featured bell ringing from Buddhists, Christians, and people from other faith backgrounds. Most of those taking part were from Hawaii, but Buddhists from mainland North American cities including Seattle, Calgary, Winnipeg, and New York also took part. The theme of the 2020 UN International Day of Peace was Shaping Peace Together. In Germany, the Khyentse Foundation will fund a Tibetan Buddhist Studies chair in Munich. Khyentse Foundation, founded by the revered Bhutanese Lama, teacher, filmmaker, and author Dzongzar Jamyang Khyentse Rinpoche, has endowed a tenured professorship in Tibetan and Buddhist studies at Ludwig Maximilian University, or LMU, of Munich, founded in 1472 and thus one of the oldest universities in Europe. This endowment, made together with the German Tara Foundation, is the third such chair that the foundation has funded and the first in Europe, following professorships at the University of California, Berkeley, and the University of Michigan. LMU Munich has become a hub for Tibetan Buddhist studies in Europe during the tenure of Franz Karl Erhard, drawing scholars from Asia, Europe, and the United States. The university collaborated closely with other seats of learning working in the field of Tibetan Buddhism around the world, including Oxford University, the University of California, Berkeley, the University of Tokyo, Peking University, and Fudan University. In the United States, COVID-19 leaves a Tibetan monk stranded in Kentucky. Tsering Phuntsok, a Tibetan Buddhist monk from India, has spent an unexpected summer in the small city of Hopkinsville, Kentucky this year. He was scheduled to return to India in May, but travel restrictions resulting from the novel coronavirus pandemic have postponed his travel plans. Phuntsok has been visiting Hopkinsville, population 31,000, since 2009 after a chance meeting with a community college professor, Dr. Ken Casey. Casey had spent a sabbatical in India in February 2009 when he lived with Phuntsok. Afterward, he invited Phuntsok to visit him and his students in Kentucky. Phuntsok has since become a fixture in the Hopkinsville community as a guest lecturer at the community college, and he has continued his yearly visits to communities throughout Western Kentucky. And lastly, in South Korea, President Moon has called on Buddhist support for Korean reunification hopes. Speaking at a meeting with Buddhist leaders last week, South Korean President Moon Jae-in requested the continued support of the Buddhist community in South Korea in efforts to open the way for further dialogue and exchanges with North Korea in order to advance the path toward peace on the Korean peninsula and eventual reunification. Moon emphasized that Buddhism had long been a key support in helping South Korea overcome numerous hardships. Moon was speaking to the Buddhist leaders on September 18th at his official residence, known informally as the Blue House, on the eve of the 2-year anniversary of Moon's Pyongyang Summit agreement with North Korea. In 2018, summits brought Moon and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un to affirm their commitment to denuclearization and expressed a wish to formal end to long-running hostilities. That is all for this week's BDG News Review. If you enjoy regular news videos delivered to you each week, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and share this video with friends. Be sure to check out our website, Buddhistdoor.net, for these stories along with features and special coverage of Buddhism around the world.